Yo, what's good everybody? My name is Duffy and thank you guys for taking the time on your day to swing by here today. Today, we are going to be playing some Fortnite. I know, we haven't played this game in a long time and I told you guys I'm going to play it a huge amount. However, there are challenges going on in the game right now that I do want to check out, and there is some big changes that have happened on the map since the last time we played, because they just recently had a nice big snow event that they just had going on inside the game. It was an in-game event. Unfortunately, I ended up missing out on it because the Fortnite Epic server decided to crash on me right as the event was going on. So that was real cool. So I ended up missing out on an opportunity right there. But to be honest, from what I heard and from what I've actually seen on video from other content creators and from like Twitch creators as well, is that it was a pretty lackluster event. So I'm not really feeling too bad that I missed out on this one. However, what it did do is it changed up the map entirely, because what it started doing is it started adding fog to the map. We added zombies back to the map. Yeah, we didn't get enough complaints during Fortnitemares, apparently, and they just thought it was not a good idea to bring them back once again. However, this time they're just a different color. This is what they look like, guys. That's it. Sweet deal, eh? Bet you this is going to be a lot of fun. But what came along with this event also, though, is, of course, we're going to get some new challenges. We're going to get some new rewards and everything like that. So that is the point of this video, is that we are going to be checking out how much more the zombies have affected the gameplay this time around, and we are going to be checking out some of the new challenges that are tied to the new zombies that are found on the map now, and seeing what the rewards are, and if it's really worth chasing those rewards in the end. Alright, so here we are in game. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the challenges tab up at the top here. So we're going to click that, and as you can see right here it says Ice Storm Challenges. So basically there's 13 of these, and you do have to complete all 13 of them, as you can see the unlock button right here, in order to be able to get the sleigh, which is this thing over on the right hand side. I will say, the model for the sleigh is actually pretty badass. Like, look at that thing on the side, man. That thing looks absolutely wicked. That thing is sick as hell, man. I would ride that thing all day long if I was Santa Claus. And don't worry, comment section, I know it's based more around the Lich King. Okay, I get it, alright? I'm just saying, if I had an option between that or the like little dinky sleigh ride that Santa's riding, I would definitely be taking this thing, right? So all we need to do in order to unlock this badass looking sleigh is we just click on this little button here, and as you can see, there's all 13 of the challenges listed right now. The reason why I waited until this day to be able to make this video, actually I probably could have done this maybe a couple more days ago, but you know, the reason why I waited till this day to do this video is because now they are all unlocked. Because in the beginning, they were only unlocking 2 challenges per day, and I wanted to wait until they were all unlocked so we just take a nice long look at everything on the list and just see how long this would actually take you to be able to complete this all the way from the beginning all the way till end. I think it's only going to take us maybe about like 3 to 5 hours, but, you know, let's take a look at some of the challenges so we can actually gauge that a little bit better. Let's hide the camera. Let's take a look down the list here. So we got Destroy Ice Fiends. Of course, you know, it's just easy. Just knock out some of the zombies. Explosive weapon damage to the Ice Legion. Easy peasy. Ice Brutes. Basically, just the big fat guys. Or the bigger, heavier guys. Whatever word you like to term. I'm not here to offend anybody, you know. Deal damage with assault rifles, pistols. Easy peasy. You know, ranged Ice Fiends. These are the guys that throw the snowballs. We got the Golden Ice Brutes. These guys were around in Fortnitemares. Very easy to point out. Deal damage to Ice Legion in a single match. 2,000. That may seem like a lot. However, a lot of these zombies, they do have increased HP this time around, and all of them pretty much got over 100 HP each. So pretty much kill 20 zombies, you're going to get that knocked out nice and quick as well. Destroy an ice shard in different matches. This can be nice and easy as well. Basically, even if you're only doing 1 ice shard a match, it's only going to take you 10 matches. So that's not really hard either. Destroy elite members of the Ice Legion. I'm not really sure what counts as like an elite member, but I'm sure we'll figure that out once we actually get into the game. I'm sure the Golden Ice Brutes are going to count as that. Probably like the regular Ice Brutes as well. But who knows what else is actually going to count in that. But, you know, that one's going to be a pretty easy one to knock out as well. Just pretty much by like just killing zombies, farming them a little bit. Deal damage with shotguns and SMGs. That one's very easy as well. Destroy members of the Ice Legion. Very easy. Only 300. We could easily knock that out pretty quickly as well. And just deal damage to the Ice Legion in general. 20,000 damage. We're going to be able to easily knock that one out as well, too. So basically, all these look pretty easy to do. I think it's only going to take us maybe like 10 to 15 matches. I don't think it's going to take us any longer than that. So maybe about like 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. We'll figure it out once we actually go along. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump into a couple of games for you guys. I'm going to show you guys some highlights. Maybe we'll talk about the zombies along the way and how I feel about the changes made to the map, how I feel about the fog, how I feel about like Fortnitemares basically coming back. And then basically at the end of the video, we'll unlock that sexy looking glider, and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how I feel about it, and I'll talk about whether or not I feel like the grind is really worth it or not. From what I've heard, the glider is pretty big, so I don't know how I'm going to really feel about that at the end of the video once we actually start flying in with it ourselves. Because I'm usually not a big fan of the gliders that are like, you know, huge and ginormous and take up half your screen. But you know what, it looks pretty cool, and it is also a special one-time event item as well, so you know what? I'm gonna definitely get in there and grind it out. So let's get into some games for you guys, and I'll see you guys inside. Alright, so this must be the fog everybody's talking about. Doesn't really look too thick from up here, but we'll see what it looks like once we get on the ground. I've seen on a couple other videos it looked pretty thick, but I don't know how I really feel about that, you know? But we'll see. We're gonna land on my favorite spot, the old Dusty Depot, you know? Or Dusty Divot, as it was renamed last season. Or the season before that, I don't actually really remember. To be honest with you, lots of the Fortnite seasons just start to blend together, you know? I've been playing this game for way too long now that, like, everything just feels like it's all just one. Ooh, this is actually pretty thick. To be honest with you, though, this could help, like, newer players not just get absolutely just demolished right off the beginning, you know? Like, actually have, like, a little bit of time to, like, actually maybe get the weapon or something like that before somebody just lands right on top of them and just actually just slaughters them. However, for somebody like me who likes to pick people off flying in, could be a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say like the fog's like a really big deal to me. It really doesn't seem like it's like that much harder to really fight in. It just makes it so you like have to get a little bit more closer combat. That's a little bit it, but you can't really like spam somebody from the other side. So yes, I will say that yes, people who are better at shooting from a long distance are kind of handicapped a little bit, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal to like pull out your shotgun every once in a while and like learn how to build up close. Although then again, building in Season 9, that's a lull, right? With all the new items. So one of the other biggest changes that came with this huge event is that they took out one of my favorite items in the game, man. They took out the grappler. One of the only ways to be able to get back up to the top of a building against like really strong builders and stuff, they took that out of the game, man. Like I love the grappler. First you guys took away the original crossbow, which I was absolutely insane with, and then you guys take away the grappler. Well, R.I.P. the grappling 360 shotgun headshots, you know? Or the dig shots. God, like that, I feel like the taking out the grappler, though, was definitely, like, one of the, like, was not a good change, in my opinion. Like, I do feel like that was probably not, like, the best and smartest decision, because, like, if you ever watch, like, pro play, it was definitely the thing that, like, kept the game feeling aggressive. Now it's just gonna be more and more camping again. Just, like, we're gonna be right back to the same problem we had with pro play right in the beginning, you know? Where it was like very campy, it just came down to heal-offs and stuff. The grappler promoted aggression so people actually wanted to get up to the people who were like, you know, heal camping and stuff like that. You know, it actually gave them a way to like play against that. I don't know, I guess we'll see how it plays out in like the pro field, but especially because they didn't even get bounce pads back or nothing like that. It just seems like they're just restricting movement more and more and more, especially for verticality, which does not seem like it's like the smart decision to me. They need to bring back one or the other. It's either gotta be the grappler or they gotta bring back bounce pads. Alright, so these guys just like the other Fortnite guys? Oh yeah, we can make them dance, boys. Dance for me, dance for me. Let's create a Congo line. Hell yeah, buddy. Here we go. Here, let me dance with you. Oh yeah. Baby, yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. Oh, that guy's not gonna ruin the party. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at these guys over here. Hey, how you guys doing, huh? You feeling good? Feeling frosty? Alright, let's go find some more. The one issue with these things is that late game like this, when there's like just a few amount of people left, is that these guys can really give away your position, especially if you're like trying to farm up the kills and everything. You definitely gotta want to keep your eyes open in the background for sure. Like right now, I'm looking in the background. I'm barely even looking at these guys. I'm shooting them with my peripherals and shit, you know? Gold guy. We need that. I do think they kept the spawns the same as they did in Fortnite Mirrors as well, meaning that, like, towards the end of the game, they spawn a lot more often, a lot more frequently. So I can only imagine what the last circle looks like. Hopefully we can live to the last circle at some point, so I can show you guys what the last circle actually does look like. But you know what? With us going around and just farming zombies like this, it may be a little bit hard to, like, live that long, but you know what? I'm gonna try anyways, you know? The one really good thing about a lot of the quests, too, is that lots of them have overlaps. Like, you know, like destroying ice fiends obviously overlaps, like killing ranged ones, and killing brutes, and yada, yada, yada. So there's a lot of overlap on the quests, so you're definitely going to be knocking out, like, a whole bunch of them at one time, especially if you waited to, like, me, to, like, the last second to be able to do them. You're going to have a whole bunch of them that are just going to be getting knocked out all at the same time, so I really don't feel like it's really going to take us that long. Like, this is only our third match so far, guys. Only our third match. We're pretty much halfway done everything. Look at that, boys. We've killed 69 zombies. I wonder what the, like, highest amount of zombie kills actually has been in one single game. It's gotta be like 200 or 300, right? I've seen a couple of people get over 100 so far. You know, we should try and do like a really big zombie match one of these days. You know, like see how many zombie kills we can actually get in just one match. Just one match. I feel like we would need to do like maybe like duos or squads, get like a ridiculous number though, you know? You know, one thing I will say about these storm games, as I'm gonna call them now, is the players die really fast. I don't know if that's because there's a lot of people like just farming zombies and they're like just being easier to find for like the better players that have like, you know, using headphones and they're like finding them a lot easier or something like that. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's just causing a little bit more conflict. Maybe it is causing problems with the building and stuff. I, for one, have not seen any issues with the building yet. I have not had like any issues where like the zombies have been completely messing up my build in the middle of a fight or anything. I've kind of been able to adapt to them. They're definitely not as overwhelming as Fortnite was, so that's one plus side I will say. But yeah, it definitely seems like players are dying a lot faster in this Ice Storm mode. Now that was a nice shot. You know, it don't happen too often, but like they say, everybody gets one, right? Everybody gets one. Oh, maybe everybody gets two. Maybe everybody gets two. Yeah, we don't get three. We don't get three. What's up, boy? Hi, Visceral Chief. How you doing, buddy? Good game, bud. I'll take it. Not bad. 5 kills. All came at the end of the game there. Man, those early games, dude, they are quiet. They are way too quiet in this Ice Storm mode. Alright, we did it, people. We got that Winter's Thorn glider. Look at this thing. This thing actually looks super badass. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This thing looks super cool. So let's go ahead. Let's equip it right now. Let's do one little fly-in. Maybe we'll even just jump in the playground. Who really cares, right? And we'll just take a look at this glider in action and just see how big it actually is. I know a lot of people are like complaining that it's absolutely just huge and it takes up a lot of the screen, but we're going to see for ourselves. So let's jump into it here. So there it is. There it is. Look, I like that animation as it comes out. Alright, let's look at this thing in action. So let's just jump right here, right? Let's pull this bad boy out. Well, bam. You know, it's really not that big. It's not that big. Come on, guys. It's not like it's just hugely wide. It's not like the car or like the spaceship ones or anything, or like the motorcycle ones. This thing's actually pretty skinny. It's a little top heavy. It's a little high, you know. But for the most part, it really doesn't take up like a huge amount of space. That sound, though. That ice sound's actually pretty sick, man. That's pretty cool. I actually really like the design of this thing. I don't know why people are complaining that's really big. I don't find it to be really that big. I'm actually pretty glad that I grinded up for this thing, you know? Alright, guys, so we got the weapon skin. We got the glider. We knocked out all the challenges in one sitting, in one day. So how long did it take me? Alright, let's look over my OBS here right now, and it says it took me 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 14 seconds. That's including jumping into the playground to show you guys the glider and everything like that. So about 3.5 hours. That is not a huge amount of time. Not at all. Like, so basically, even if you're like a bad player or anything like that, you are going to be able to knock out these challenges within the last 2 days. So there's no need to worry. You just got to put a little bit of time in. You're just going to be able to knock these out. It may take you a little bit longer, may even take you a little bit shorter, depending on what kind of a player you are. I would say an estimated average time is probably going to be around 3 to 6 hours for like most players. So like I said, not like a huge time investment, especially if you've already like been playing a little bit over the week and you've already got like some of the challenges like, you know, half completed or something. You're easily going to be able to knock this out in the last couple of days, so don't sweat that too much. So, my opinion on the Ice Storm changes. Okay, the fog, very hit or miss for me. I like it in certain instances, like when you land, it allows you to get a gun, allows you to get set up a little bit. Because even like the better players are still gonna be able to find you by ear anyway, so I don't think it's like a huge hindrance other than like long range fights. However, in late game, like top 10 situations and stuff, especially when like you got like one guy in a tower over here and one guy in a tower over there, and there's like a bunch of fog, well, those guys are never going to engage. They're just going to sit in their towers and they're just going to wait because they don't want to push out in the fog. So it does lead to like late games kind of being a little bit stale. But when the zombies get in there and start whacking at your tower and stuff, it kind of gets people moving anyways. And to be honest with you, going right on to the zombie topic, I don't think they're nearly as bad as Fortnitemares. Fortnitemares was absolutely insane. There was just zombies everywhere, but I was in a lot of top 10 situations while I was making this video. They're not that bad. They're still pretty spread out. And with the moving circle, I feel like they're not too bad either. They just like, they don't come into like as much of a hindrance, at least in solos when I was playing, as they did in Fortnitemares. In Fortnitemares, they were literally a nightmare. This one seems to be like they toned it down a little bit, and I kind of like that. It still keeps it nice and fresh, but at the same time, not overwhelming. But I do understand the complaints when it comes like the fog and the zombies as well. Especially from the competitive end, especially if you're like a player who takes this game a little bit more seriously. Having zombies whacking down your builds and stuff like that while you're trying to practice them and practice your editings and all your skills and everything like that is definitely going to be a little bit of a hindrance. It's going to be a little bit of annoyance for sure. But it's something you got to learn to adapt to, and good builders anyways should learn to like move and build at the same time rather than just like staying in the tower and like trying to like build like, you know, like a big maze all over the place. They should learn to like move and adapt at the same time. So having zombies whack on your door is no different than like a player whacking at your walls. Just deal with it, move on, move forward, all that kind of good stuff. But like I said, I hope you guys had a good time. Hope to see you guys back in the next video. If you guys enjoy live content more than you guys enjoy video formats here, you guys can check me out over at twitch.tv/DuffyTGE. I pretty much stream there quite often. I would say like probably 4 to 5 times a week. If you would like to know for sure when I go live, you can just check me out on my Twitter. Pretty much the same exact name, you know. Same as my YouTube, same as my twitch.tv. You know, we're all branded across the street, you know. But anyways, you guys have a good one. Take care. Peace out. See you guys in the next video.